right, on this very chilly fall day and windy, let's talk about the garden. Let's talk about what's still growing and how it's all going. Let's do our seasonal wrap up. It is mid-October and we are just about done. So let's start here with our potted blueberry bush. So this is new growth. This was all put on in one season, which is pretty amazing. So we got some decent blueberries off this year. Same thing with the blackberry. So it turned a little brown. We had this kind of a drought and I forgot to water it, but I was able to salvage it. I saved it. And we got some green growth, and check it out, a couple of late season blackberries. Summer fruit in October, can you believe it? They're even turning black. So by the end of the week, or next week at the latest, I'm gonna have just a few more blackberries. So these pots here, my attempt at purple beans, green beans, but they were purple. It wasn't the seed company, it was all me. I think it's just they dried out too much with the fabric pot. I wasn't paying enough attention, or maybe I planted them too closely. Could have been the soil, I don't know, but I've got some seeds. I'm gonna try again in the spring. If at once you don't get a harvest, you try and you try again. However, can't complain about the peppers. So I've been in and out of town the past couple of weeks, haven't gotten a chance to get out here and harvest, so that one's going a little bad. But overall, the bell peppers did great. So I'm gonna get some of these off. See, some are still green. They're a little bit wrinkly. So we don't want to preserve anything that's looking a little off. I'll be able to cut the wrinkly, sad parts off and put the rest in the stir fry. I'm making chili rice tonight, or macaroni beef, whatever. I'll be able to put those in there. Basil, doing great. I fully harvested another basil that I had in this pot, and it's already dried and put away. So the thing to do now is we need to beat the frost and get out here and just get what we have done. Oregano is doing great. A little yellow, but that'll be great for dinner tonight. More basil. And over here, these peppers, this was my lunchbox mix, I believe. These peppers have turned nice and red. Oh, let's get one here. Yep. That's going in dinner tonight and or tomorrow. I'm thinking fried rice, I'm thinking macaroni beef, I'm thinking chili rice. So I'm gonna get out of my basket and pick the peppers. Hydrangea, you know, a little sad, a little spotty. Does that at the end of every season. The pineapple sage grew decently. I have been harvesting and drying this because I do put pineapple sage in cranberry orange body butter and ginger peach body oil. The fig is new-ish. We bought it at the end of last fall. Deer nibbled it down. My husband got this. I moved it up to the deck and it's put on, what is that, like 2.5 feet? Put on good growth. Lemongrass, as you can see, I've been cutting lemongrass mostly for tea, and I also use it in my lemon ginger body butter and lemon sabine body oil. Now let's talk tomatoes. Normally, I have a bad time with peppers. I get 1 or 2, and I got a ton of peppers, as you can see, and I get just a ton of tomatoes. This year, the reverse. Tomatoes have been pitiful. I've gotten maybe 6 tomatoes off this poor cherry tomato plant. 4 or 5. This was my purple boy. And then this is a black cherry. And check it out. Got a couple tomatoes. Likely gonna just have to pick those and let them get as ripe as they can get on the counter. We'll see what happens. But I can't complain because check out the lemon tree. Just loaded down with lemons. We picked these right before we went out a couple of days ago to give our co-grandparents some lemons from our dwarf Meyer lemon tree. So we love lemons. We don't eat that many, so I'm gonna harvest all of these. I'll save 4 or 5 for us, and probably I'll go around and give them to the neighbors. All right, lamb's ear. I've been harvesting this for some nice, like, kind of sensitive skin, body butter and oil. Lamb's ear is very gentle. It's soft and sweet and fuzzy, just like a little lamb. So that's been going well. It's starting to turn color. Some leaves are turning color, so that's about to go dormant. My green stalk, you can see parsley, is doing great. So it'll be great on meatloaf. The strawberries did well, but as you can see, we are pretty much done for the season with the green stalk. So this is the only basil plant that grew well. As I said, I've had some unexpected travel recently in addition to expected travel. So a little spotty, not gonna be preserving that at all. That's probably gonna get composted out in the woods. What I have noticed is that basil didn't grow nearly as well in the green stalk as it did in pots. So I need to make a note of that next year. Save the green stalk for the parsley, save it for the strawberries. I might try green beans again. Actually, I did green beans a while back in a green stalk, and it was more successful than the pot. So you just never know. There's no accounting. And here's my other Meyer lemon. You can see he's growing, he's cute, but he is not big enough to give us any fruit yet, but that's okay because check out that nice glossy leafiness. Down on the patio, the herbs did well. We've got pineapple sage down there, got some lavender down there. The blackberries just went nuts this year. My blueberry patch, not as well. But getting back to the deck, this is what we have this year, and all in all, I think it was an astounding success because peppers are expensive as heck, and I almost never get more than 50 peppers. This year I got tons of peppers. So now we're heading into fall. I need to dry my pineapple sage, dry my lemongrass, get out in the landscape, dry the mint, dry the lavender, dry the rosemary, really ramp it up because time flies. All right, thanks for stopping by.